Periscope.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to LiveIt Live. I'm Tom Stratford, your host this evening. We are here once again at the 76 House. Historic 76 House here in Tappan, New York. We are going to be streaming some live music to you via Kaye, Fein, Rob Norton, and it is going to be an awesome night. We're going to do a late night set a little later on too, and here we are on set with the fabulous Kaye. Hello. Thanks for joining.
Well, you're on.
It's good to see you.
Not getting an internet connection.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Are you together?
I'm together.
Okay.
Are we goody or?
Well, the Facebook
is Periscope on?
Periscope is on. Facebook is
Periscope.
Facebook is not getting an internet connection because I'm going to reboot this.
Right. So, anyway, we are doing some technical challenging acts here because our interns are not with us yet.
That's how new not-for-profit is. Like we don't have any interns.
Right.
It's really a science. Like if we were a tree, like they have rings to tell you how old they are, there wouldn't even be a full ring yet.
No,
It'd be like half a ring.
Right, there would be nothing. There would be nothing. The tree would say, don't come, because there's nothing there for you to look at.
And nothing's scarier than the people that create something and people that do all the other parts, you know?
Well, because you got to do everything. It's wearing every single hat. That's the old ball buildings and shoes.
Everything. Yeah, Ethan likes to say it's like knowing how to make the whole jacket. He had an uncle that had a jacket. His three uncles, you know, and they knew how to make the very moment that the jacket was created to all the way down to it's being made to selling it. They knew the whole thing. So in our world, he says we know how to make the jacket. That's what he means. I don't think anybody else knows what we mean.
Well, now I do. I have a new respect for jackets. Because I look at this and I do nothing like that.
I like when you do that. The cool thing is that we will really know so that when people come on board with us, we won't be, saying, you know how sometimes people are really out of touch from what they're creating, or like they don't know how hard something is. They'll say, hey, go up and do that for me. And that we actually will know what that means.
Exactly. And that's going to freak me out to know something.
Yeah.
You and I go back a long ways. We've already kind of tapped on that in the past couple of weeks since we've been here.
Tapped on that sounds like we're about to do some kind of a lewd dance.
Well, we've done that too. We've done that too. Remember the Hamptons?
Yeah. I fondly remember the convertible in the Hamptons and the cornfields.
Yes. Oh gosh, the cornfields.
Well, there were these amazing vistas.
Wait for the books, folks. There will be a book at some point. The fun thing is that we met back in the early 90s. I was doing some acting, and I had a real bad audition for One Life to Live. Real bad. And I even practiced and studied and thought I knew what I was doing. Had no idea. So many, many years later, all these years later, I'm still, I'm doing audition, and I am working on Saturday Night Live now. They've taken an interest in hiring me to do these great little pre-shoots on Friday night for Saturday night show. We did this excellent one this past Friday, and it was a lot of fun.
I'm bringing you bad luck with this stuff, right? I mean, that first shoot didn't have anything to do with me in the 90s or something.
No,
Okay, good. I'm not
no,
going to be involved. Okay, cool.
No. Well, you're involved.
You're
involved, you're not involved.
There's going to be blowback here.
No, but the thing is that this one didn't air, and this one I was featured in, and it was awesome.
So on Friday night,
we taped the Friday night.
You being a lawyer, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And it did not air this past Saturday.
So what do you do when that happens? Do you get very drunk? Do you sleep with strangers? I mean, how do you handle it?
Well, I get drunk and sleep with strangers, find my way back. Hopefully I'm still wearing my pants. And just, then I go on. I go to the next gig and hope that it shows up somewhere. But it just, goes to show you, no matter how much you prepare, no matter how much you think in this business that it's a done deal, and you prepare, it just... You never know. It's like we never knew that we were going to have to do all of the camera and all of the setup and the lighting and now, like you said, it comes right back around. What you know is what you know, and you got to know a lot more because there's always a surprise.
Since we've met, not that there weren't surprises before we knew each other, but I think since we've known each other, there's been a lot of surprises.
There's been an awful lot of surprises. By the way, how's your son doing?
That wasn't a surprise. That was planned.
I know, I'm kidding.
I just spoke to him,
kidding.
actually, I just spoke to him like about 2 hours ago, so I can actually say with confidence that he's well.
I love the boy. He's great. He's awesome.
He's a man.
And he's a man, which is even
Just
scarier.
graduated from
I
college.
remember he had to be maybe about 2. And I was at your apartment, and my sister had just had her first daughter. And we were in the living room, we were getting ready to go out to dinner, and we could not get Ian away from his toys to get him into the stroller to take out for dinner. And we were going to the Barking Dog.
Oh, you had an amazing memory.
And all I remember was you and, I can't remember your girlfriend's name, that did all of your voices.
Oh, Darlene. Really
We're
talented.
leaning over the kitchen counter into the living room, watching me talk this kid into putting the toys away so that we go out to dinner. And you leaned over and you said, "Hey Tom, do you want a ready-made family?" And I was like, really? I'm hungry. This is what you're asking me right now?
You're good.
That was, but I remember he was pint sized, and now to see him, you know, in college and 23, it's crazy. It is crazy. But it goes back. We got a history.
We do.
And some of my favorite memories of you are the earliest songs that you did. That I remember. One of my favorite ones is "Guilty," which I'm gonna.
That's Seth's favorite too.
Is it really?
Yeah, like it's. We just did it upstate, which is probably a good thing because I haven't been doing it a lot. But Seth loves it, so I started doing it again. Yeah, I love it. It's a Randy Orton tune.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
But
Well, you picked the set today, right? Which
I got to pick the set today.
I'm hoping you'll continue to do that.
Well, hey,
It's hard.
you know what? I can go. I can do it. But it was basically by gunpoint today, folks. Which for some reason I got a little charged out. But yeah, these are some of my favorite songs that Ellen has done since I first knew her, and they just bring back great memories. Just the titles themselves that put me, put me back in 1993, 2, whatever the hell it was. Or 4.
It's funny because I don't realize that I was doing all of these that far back. I don't think.
Well, "Guilty" you definitely were doing.
Guilty I was doing.
But also, a lot of these other ones are reminiscent of, like, what we're doing here is, like, presenting live music. And when I talked to my dad, who was around during the big band era.
And your dad used to come to a lot of our shows.
Yeah, and he will. He wants to come back. He's going to come and see a couple of the
No,
shows.
but I just always loved having him there, but it's always a little bit, what's the word? I'm always a little more nervous for people that were actually living when all these songs were at the height of popularity because they have a totally different bar as to how good it sounds.
But the thing is that they know how good they remember how good it sounds, and when he said that you reminded him of Modern Day and Need a Day,
Oh, that was very
that, kind of like swept you right into the whole format of what you're doing is presenting live music again to everybody that's out there, and it's an important issue.
Yeah, well, right now, this show looks like it's the Ellen Kaye show, but actually I'm a holding, what's it called?
It's
I'm
the
a
Tom
holding place.
Stratford show.
How do you call it? Well, I mean, in terms of the, no, it is the Tom Stratford, but but in terms of like the music, it looks like, it looks like it's me, but I'm a holding place. I'm holding the place for a bunch of artists that are on their way, like not on their way tonight,
Right.
but on their way soon. Local artists and also, a bunch of people from all over are going to be sitting in, and that's what we're looking to do. So while we develop and work through all the kinks, because Facebook really just started streaming.
Right. Yeah.
And that's why
Welcome,
we're talking more
Facebook.
tonight too, because A, I don't feel like singing for an hour, and
Right.
B, I want to talk more with you because you've been kind of stuck behind the camera, which hasn't really been, it's not what you're here for.
That's right. Again, getting behind the camera is something great because you get to see what you're actually producing. And for what our future with doing all of these live shows is, aside from, presenting live music again into your living rooms or into, spaces like here at the 76 House and up in Fort Jervis, where you guys were this past weekend. We're also compiling things so that we are pitching an idea for a sitcom reality-based type show to some folks that are interested. So it really is a lot more than the music, than the technical part and the in front of the camera part. It's disturbing.
I was going to use the word evolving. Well, that's one thing. But the other thing we're really looking, so there's really a bunch of projects. We're really looking to develop a great the streaming variety. And when we've been doing our pop-ups at our restaurant, Moscow 57, one night we'd have anywhere from 3 to 5 acts. And so what we're looking to do here over time, and it's probably going to take a couple of months because it just takes time to make stuff happen. We'll probably have maybe 2 or 3 acts between 6:30 and 7:30 this time slot. And then the later slot will probably just maybe have one guest because it's kind of a more low-key thing. Just people kind of winding down, as you know. And that's what we're thinking.
Well, it's great, and I think what we've been doing so far has started the foundation, and it's there. And we see it, and you guys are actually here from the very beginning. You could say you knew us when. And, I think we're on, we're definitely on our way, and mazel tov and break lots of legs because we're on our way.
Yeah, I'm excited because CC Jones,
I've been hearing that.
who's a terrific singer and also she's just a great human being. She's been with us for, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 years, and I think since we created Moscow 57, and she was with us under the track. She just come on board to be like a little artist and spokesperson. And Kaye, who's now in LA, is going to start up the West Coast branch of Live next week. So,
that is awesome.
So CC's in Brooklyn. I don't know, or they could be. CC's in Brooklyn and Katie's in LA, and we're just really excited. So. And then there'll be streaming people like they love, and I'll be streaming now. We'll be all streaming each other, and I don't know. Someone's gonna take a shower somewhere, but we're not gonna stream. I just know that earlier today, just now, like half an hour ago, I started to be like the Kardashians because we were being streamed and I forgot. They probably never forget.
Oh, of course they don't.
And I was saying some wacko stuff. That's why I said to you, let's cut it out because I was really irritated. And it was all on Periscope. And so now my worst nightmares are come true because since we have 2 cameras going, that's the problem. So with 2 cameras, I lost track because I knew one was off, but one was on. And that's how you get caught. That's how you get caught. That's why you're supposed to always be a decent human being.
Now who told you that you are new to the business, aren't you? You must be new to the
Well, maybe we'll get more viewers because they saw my darker side. I was just like, oh, I know.
If you like Ellen's darker side, send us a note.
That's what it was. And I was like, don't tease me right now.
See, if you like that kind of Ellen, send us a letter and you'll see more of that Ellen.
They can request that episode of a song.
She's easy to tease, so it's not a big deal.
No, I mean, it was so funny. And I was like, Ron Norton, don't talk to me that way, or whatever. It was worse than that.
See,
and then
I like it when
and
you
then
do like that. I like
it's so funny because there's I've got a handful of male friends that for some reason like that. It's the funny.
All I said was you look thinner behind the camera.
That's.
I see. Whoa.
Here he goes.
Yeah,
He's starting trouble again.
Oh, and I'm the last guy that should be making
that
fat jokes.
No.
Oh no, please.
Folks,
I fill the whole screen.
And we're going to bring him in a little while, and he's going to play with Ellen and Ethan. But how you said, do you want to do a song?
Well, do it. If you're the boss, that's what I'm looking for. So I'm looking for that. Just tell us what to do.
Right,
Someone's going to take the camera from Ethan.
I'm going to go back over there.
Really multitasking.
Bring Ethan in. You guys do a couple of songs. Can you let me know when you want to bring Robin, okay?
All right, cool.
Hey, be careful, don't push the side buttons. I think they make way disconnected. Yeah, it's okay, Tom will take it.
All right,
Oh, yes. You sure?
Yeah, good. Hey, Rock.
Ethan Fein, welcome to the set. Our musical maestro
Ice water, please. Thanks a
is
lot.
here, and this guy, I don't know what we would do without.
Well, let's not think about it.
Okay, we're not going to think about that.
Well, he created LiveIt Live. He's the founder. So that's the number one reason. If he hadn't done that, then we really wouldn't have this whole new not-for-profit, right?
Exactly.
And Tom, he's the best looking guy on the camera. So.
Thank you.
Do you see how he?
Yeah, he's sucking out.
No, that's not sucking. That is not sucking out. He did not. No, he just sucked.
I'm not going to. But what does that sound?
That's the fire whistle.
That's a train.
Is it?
That's a fire whistle. Train. All right.
Is it?
Listen, folks. I know we waited long enough to hear Ellen and Ethan sing and perform, so we're going to get right to it.
We got to turn this music off, though.
Oh, yeah.
So
Sorry.
You're going to start us off with Guilty.
No, I'm going to do it last. We got to build there because it's so dark that by the time we get there, we need a drink. I'm going to start with. I'm going to start with. You better be good to me. which is a Ruth Brown tune. I'm going to start with that.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to do a different order than what we've got.
All right. Well, folks, welcome Ellen and Ethan, and
You leave us alone.
I'm going to go over there.
Okay, well, you stay here because I'm going to get the ice water. Otherwise,
Okay.
it won't be in here.
All right, so Ellen's gone off to get her ice water, and she'll be back in a moment. We're going to do this first set. We're going to come back with Rob Norton.
Yours was here.
We're going to bring.
I'm sorry. Laura, I
And his
never
was
saw it.
here.
We're going to bring Laura Ciani in a little later.
Laura is just proving that she's very efficient and one of the best bartenders in the world.
This is yours.
I mean, I would go for
Okay,
In arm's reach.
Here's another one. And mine must be right here.
Yours is way down the hatch.
Tom, yours is here. Tom, yours is here on the side.
Down the hatch.
Look, you're not left out. Thanks, Laura.
Cheers! Thanks for joining us. Enjoy the music. You ready, guys?
That's the setup. All right.
That's the intro. That's all you get.
That's it. That's all we get.
Well, and don't screw it up.
Okay, you're gonna have to be really positive if you're holding a camera.
There we go.
Yeah, no, you're gonna wait for me to be ready. Thanks a lot. I don't know what's happening to the internet today. You don't think it's like because Verizon is striking, do you?
No, it's
No.
not the internet. Verizon Wireless is non-union,
Oh,
but Verizon Landline is union.
I love
So
moments
the
like this.
strikes were the people who fixed your landline.
You know, Ethan, why do you know this?
Well, it's a long story. I'm glad you asked that.
Well, let me start at the beginning.
Many, many years
All
ago.
right, great.
When the-
Let's
when
just
the
do it
earth
because
was
the lyrics
green.
not coming up. I'm going to fake it. People can type in the lyrics to me on Facebook or something. Here we go. All right. Well, I've been working my fingers down to the bone, saying yes sir, no sir, all day long. That old boss of mine just won't let me up. Can't even take a break to put some coffee in my cup. Excuse me if I seem somewhat uptight. All that 5 o'clock traffic was slow as a snail. From red light to stoplight, like being in jail. Help me, baby. I need you to set me free. Unlock my nerves, throw away the key. Be good to me. Be good to me tonight. Whisper sweet nothings the way you used to do. Pour some wine and tell me I'm the only one for you. Intoxicate my senses, knock me off my feet. Take me in your arms and rock your baby to sleep. I'll be good as new tomorrow if you'll be good to me tonight. Drifting off to dreamland on a lover's holiday. You and me together, smooth sailing all the way. We'll cruise beneath the stars till the morning light. And I'll be good to you if you'll be good to me tonight. Well, there's nothing on the TV you haven't seen before. Just that old Charlie Rose, I think you know the score. How about it? Have you got time for me? A little R&R, a little TLC. All I need to make everything alright. I'll take off these boots. Let's get down to it. A little shoulder rub sure would be here. Put on some Otis, try a little tenderness. Have you noticed, darling, that I'm ready for your kiss? Be good to me. Be good to me tonight. Be good to me. Be good to me tonight. Be good to me. Be good to me tonight. Oh, come on now. Ethan, how'd it go, guys? I'm looking at you. How's it going? The two of you are like looking very intense. It's like it's really like being under a microscope. That's why I say I want to sing less. Because,
All right. Well, you're looking good. You're doing great,
how are
and
we
you know.
doing? Any notes from that song, since this is an evolving thing? How are we
No.
doing? All
No
right.
notes.
Okay, so
We are noteless.
Okay, let's do Hoagie Carmichael then. What do we think, right?
That's a good idea. Give me a second.
Okay, so this song, you guys can, you're going to talk to me while I'm talking.
Yeah, seriously, you have to hold this the whole fucking time.
You want me to hold it?
No, switch off.
Don't we have a fucking something?
Rob, I don't even know how you got to that position. Rob Nord, the owner of 76 House, is actually holding the Facebook phone. Bravo, Rob.
Oh,
This is what
thanks.
we're looking for, is like, owner participation. This song is actually from the film To Have and Have Not, which is one of my favorite films. And
Why can't we do it the other way, Ethan?
which way? What are we talking? Oh,
You're
you
talking
mean
about
the
the phone?
Yeah.
We're doing it this way because we're experimenting.
Yeah,
See
because
what
all the
happens if we
footage.
do it this way.
Rob is asking, why don't we have the phone going vertically? And the thing is that we've done the last. Oh wait, the first episode we did horizontally, and the next 3 we did vertically. And we actually got the cleanest shot of everything from the horizontal shot. But that doesn't mean that we can't come in for close-ups and all of that stuff. So I mean, like, we're zoom in on Ethan on the soul and stuff like that. But over time we're going to experiment this, because we should be able to kind of do both. But I think if we do both together, we're going to make people have like what's it called when your inner ear goes out? We can make people really dizzy, vertigo. Okay. So anyway, this is the Hoagie Carmichael, Johnny Mercer tune. Maybe it happens this way. Maybe we really belong together, but after all, how little we know. Maybe it's just for a day. Love is as changeable as the weather, and after all, how little we know. Who knows why an April breeze never remains? Why stars in the trees hide when it rains? Love comes along, casting its spell. Will it sing you a song? Will it say a farewell? Who can tell? Maybe you're meant to be mine. Maybe I'm only supposed to stay in your arms a while, as others have done. Is this what I've waited for? Are you the one? Oh, I hope in my heart that it's so, in spite of how little we know. Why an April breeze never remains? Why stars in the trees hide when it rains? Love comes along, casting its spell. Will it sing you a song? Will it say a farewell? Who can tell? you're meant to be mine. Maybe I'm only supposed to stay in your arms a while, as others have done. Is this what I've waited for? Are you the one? Oh, I hope in my heart that it's so, in spite of how little we know. That's Ethan's arrangement. I love what he wrote there. You know? So anyway, the Lauren Bacall version is in the film, and Hoagie Carmichael is actually playing piano on it. So that was Tom's second choice. Should we do? We'll do. Holy crap! Let's see. We'll do another one, and why don't we do the Bonnie Raitt on banjo?
Okay.
And then we can, maybe talk a little bit and have Rob. What do you think?
Okay, that sounds good.
So I can.
We're gonna get somebody.
Well, Don, what?
We're gonna have to get somebody to take care of this.
Okay, sure. How will
Take
we?
care of that when you guys go.
All right.
You mean in between? And the next thing, you're looking ahead. You're looking 3 minutes ahead.
Yeah.
Wow! Holy crap! That's yes. Any other notes? What do you have to say?
Well, no, you guys are looking spectacular,
notes? Oh,
sounding
okay.
spectacular.
Right.
We've got your own private audience here this evening, which is awesome.
Well, we come early because we're coming before the music actually starts here.
Wednesday night.
Where this is
every Wednesday night.
This is very early for us as performers. We usually start in a couple hours from now, but we're here because Rob has a great world-class jazz salon with Mark Hagan and a lot of different artists from from the city and from locally. So and they hit at 8. So we start very early. But what's nice about that is that we kind of get to do whatever the heck we want because we're a little disruptive. And then, but tonight we're actually going to go in between their sets, right? We're going to do our late set. We've been doing 11 o'clock, kind of lying on top of the bar, kind of very, very laid back set. All right, so here we go. This is Bonnie Raitt. I'm going to have a little bit more water. And we put it, right, Ethan put it on banjo, and I have no idea if I don't see anything else about it. That's it. Here we go. Your door might call me crazy. There's one thing you should know. If you want me to love you, give it up or let me go. I know it's useless to be jealous. I couldn't tie you if I tried. Well, I find you messing behind my back, brings pain. I just can't hide. Oh, baby, I've been true to you. And if I can make that sacrifice, honey, you can do it too. Well, you come home drunk and nasty. You won't tell me where you've been. Just when things are nice and sweet, you're going back out again. Why do you want to mess up our good thing? I'm gonna find me another man, one who wants to give me everything. Tell me where you've been. Just when things are nice and sweet, you're going back out again. Why do you want to mess up our good thing? I'm gonna find me another man who wants to give me everything. You want to talk to Rob? I don't mind doing that for a while.
You sure?
I like switching it up. I'd love to come off camera, to tell you the truth. Let's see, am I doing it right? Holy crap, have I lost everybody? Here we go.
So, Rob Norton has joined us.
Norden, not like a motorcycle.
I didn't say anything like a motorcycle.
Oh, come on, Tom. We're gonna go
Wait,
on.
hold on, wait, you guys, you have to say that we're here because Tom knows Rob. That's how we got here to begin with, what, 5 or 6 years ago,
Is
right?
that true? Yes.
Yeah.
I knew you, Ellen.
No. I mean, our family knew each other, but we met through Tom here 5 or 6 years ago.
All right.
How fast we forget.
Oh, indeed.
No, it is true. I was working here, and I happened to mention, Ellen, I don't know what you were doing in town, but you guys were performing in town. I happened to mention the name, and I told you about Ellen. And
actually, you played here.
But he introduced us to you there. I'm seriously, it was Tom.
Was it now?
All right, okay. Obviously, someone has a lack of memory. And that's okay. Because, the older you get,
yeah, I know.
in this business, the more you have to remember. Well, anyway, he is amazing on the guitar. He's been here for
no, that's not true.
30 years. Is it 30 years?
Amazing in the restaurant. I don't know about the guitar.
Well, for 30 years, yeah, I'd say that's
correct.
That is pretty good.
And live music for how many years? Because that's why, right?
We had live music here for 15 years straight, 7 days a week, twice on Sundays. That's that Herculean effort. Not only because it's something that the restaurant has to support, but it's also hard to coordinate musicians sometimes. And when a date gets changed or something like that, we're dealing with, if you think about it, 365 days a year, 3 to 4 musicians a day. That's a lot of people.
That is a lot of people.
But I have to to give the musicians credit. This is more of a self-supporting gig, where they bring to the gig what they can, and we're lucky, we're blessed, we really are, that in this particular community we have a lot of talent and a lot of people that want to lend their talent to other sources, which is really important. So I think that it's been, as they say, a double-edged sword. I hate all of those little innuendos sort of things, but the upshot has been really positive, I think, for live music in our town. We've basically given it CPR. So now when new restaurants open,
Thank you, goodbye.
there have been several, like Brower and things like that. And they always latch on to what we're doing with live music and rock and roll, and take it from there and give it new life as well.
Well, it's funny because there were many different forums and venues that had live music for a good portion of my growing up here, which was in the 70s,
right,
and even into the early 80s, and then it died off. You were one of the last establishments that still
is to give it a little. Is a vast understanding.
Yeah.
I think
there were bands in many different clubs all around the Rockland County area where we are, northern Jersey and Bergen County, across the river and Westchester and White Plains area. It's almost become a lost art, which is why it's so important to support this. You guys on Facebook, go on, and everybody else that's watching, go on and go to the 76 House page. Like the page. There is a schedule of performers and everybody that's on there.
You'll see every day we have
great. The food is great. If you come out, you get some live music and support the conference.
And that's why we kicked off LiveIt Live here, because he's been doing the hard work all these years, and basically when we hope that as we come into places that we're bringing new audiences and new awareness, first locally and then honestly tri-state, nationally, and actually with Periscope globally. And that's the whole idea, so that over the year there'll be more people here.
All right, well listen, we're going to let you guys...
you got to give props to places like the Turning Point, who've been around for a very long time. That's probably the only place that hasn't stopped having live music.
That's in Piermont.
And we've grown with the live music idea. But what's essential for people to understand is that live music isn't supporting this restaurant. Fine dining supports this restaurant, and live music is the free cocktail we give to every guest when they come. We never charge a cover. We're always happy to have folks come and just join us, and that's kind of our modus operandi. This is not a venue where you pay to see a player. More often than not, we do ask sometimes that folks, give the artists a little something in return for their, if they're just coming for a cocktail, throw $5 in a cup or something like that. But that's not part of our what we do here. I mean, we support live art without asking anybody to contribute.
And you're in a great environment. The environment here is awesome. It's great.
It's historic, for gosh sakes.
It's historic in all of America.
In all of America, and it's haunted. It's great. Come and see.
Haunted.
You guys are going to play. I don't know what you're going to play, but I'm sure it's going to be good.
Well, if Alan's going to say, Alan, you're going to sing something with us?
No, first, you guys going to play something on your own, or it just, you guys tell me. Tom, you're in charge.
Yeah, let's Stormy Monday.
Tom, why don't you do something?
No, I can't. Contracts and unions.
All right, you guys are going to play Stormy Monday.
No, we don't need to do something. You can do whatever any song you want.
Yeah, whatever you...
You're in charge.
Why don't they do something?
Yeah, they're going to do... Yeah, exactly. That's
right.
what I want.
I'm going to leave it up to these
taking
two.
it like... I'm enjoying being behind the camera.
All right, cool.
Or they are folks.
You can go see whatever I
He
need.
is good. Let's do it.
All right, sounds good.
1, 2, 3.
So my
but Tuesday's just as bad. They call it stormy Monday. Tuesday's just as bad. Wednesday's worse. Thursday's also sad. The eagle flies on Friday. The Saturday I go out to play. The eagle flies on Friday. And Saturday I go out to play. Sunday I go to church. Get down on my knees and pray. You got it. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy on me. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy on me. Bring my baby back home. Bring her home.
Ethan Fein and Rob Norton.
Thank God they didn't have it plugged in.
I didn't have you plugged in.
I
gotta get to a quick thing.
Holy crap.
Well, I was thinking of other things.
Those couple of mistakes I made would have been very loud.
I was thinking, wow, he sounds really like quiet tonight.
Yeah.
Well, we were in this part, but it's
No, it's actually sounded pretty.
Yeah.
You know.
Hold on just a
Rob,
second.
tell me a little bit more about like your parents' place, and so you're 2 or 3 generations in the restaurant business.
Oh gosh. Realistically, I'm probably 5 going back across the sea.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tell me about that. I don't know about that.
And my grandfather came here and invented a restaurant which is now referred to as Francis Tavern. It was called Queen's Head Tavern, but he was an Austrian gentleman, and he changed the name of Queen's Head Tavern to Francis Tavern in honor of the fellow who actually served Washington in that place, which was Samuel Francis.
Tell us where it was.
Well, it's on corner of Broad and Pearl, 2 blocks down from the New York Stock Exchange. I literally grew up in the back of that restaurant. But
Where did you guys live? Did you live close by?
We did. We lived in Gramercy Park. When Gramercy Park wasn't quite so posh.
Right.
But it was a...
And did your parents run it together?
They did for many years. My dad was, of course, you know, probably the lead. But as time went on, that became really important. Like your family, to a certain degree. Mom became a very omnipresent force.
Well, yeah. Well, in my case, my dad died, so my mom really took over and ran it.
Well,
so he ran
yeah.
it for 20 years, and she ran it for like 29.
Right. She didn't have the benefit of that. She had the benefit of divorce, I think. But,
okay.
But after that, and this is very strange, and I think probably most unusual, is even after that they still stayed together and ran the restaurant.
Oh wow, there's a movie.
Especially when your son is actually working with you, and
oh my God, it's
yeah,
definitely it's a series.
It was like flops and jetsam.
Holy crap!
Yeah, it was. You know what it would? As many things in my life would do, it would make it for a great war. Anyway.
So you grew up in that environment.
Correct. As did you.
Yeah, but it's very different. I mean, that sounds
Really?
actually like, I mean, just the psychological thing of the folks, you know, being together and not being together, but everybody under the same roof. And the restaurant business, it's not like it's not already really stressful.
Exactly.
It's like, holy crap, let's just set the whole place on fire.
The most stressful industry you can ever be in.
Right.
And then put yourself in a position where you not only have the social stress of that whole divorce dynamics, and new individuals, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's got to make it exciting.
Right, exactly.
Oh,
and
my God.
then, you know, it was not the wisest choice I ever made in my life.
So you mean to work in that environment?
Oh my gosh, yeah. You know, now that I think about it, it was really crazy. Absolutely insane. Yeah.
Well, maybe that's what we'll do every week. Is we'll do like
a
5
little snippet. Just a snippet.
What was the Gabriel Byrne show about therapy?
A Day in the Life of Rob.
What was it called? Do you remember that show that Gabriel Byrne did on like HBO? That he's a therapist and you see each one of his clients in a segment. It was really quite brilliant. But we could do like 5 minutes of your like restaurant background because it sounds like it would fit. You could play all the different characters. Right? Come on. Oh my God.
I remember we had one waiter there who I liked very much. Not waitress, waiter, thank you very much. Who was just a brilliant guy who had never been recognized as being a very smart intellectual. He had never kind of directed himself in a way that recognized him for being who he really was. And who he really was a very brilliant fellow. His name was Val, by the way. He'll probably never see this, but if he does, Val, kudos to you, because every day he would come in, and we had a special board. Everybody had a chalkboard in the kitchen, right? To write their specials on, and I actually had to type them out and make them sound a bit more than they were, which, of course, being a bit pompous, it was very natural to me. But Tom used to come in and put things on the chalkboard, and he would erase like the saying for the day, and he would put his saying for the day up, and he always got in just after the 2 Playboy bunnies and myself finished doing breakfast. So that's a whole other story for another segment.
Yeah, that's going to get people to come back.
Yeah, I hope
Okay.
so. And I'll never forget this. One of his most famous things that he always used to write was, let's all forget about fair play.
Hey, that sums up the restaurant business.
So that was
Let's
pretty
make
much,
a T-shirt of it.
where he came from.
I love
Let's
that.
all forget about fair play.
Very funny.
So I always thought that was very
Words to live by.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Well, you could start like a kind of.
and that started many a day in my youth.
So,
Yeah.
what you want to What do you guys want to do now?
Well, you want to sing with
Tom, you were coming to talk to me, and I'm sorry, I couldn't multitask. I know I'm supposed to now, but once I'm holding the camera, I'm very scared. Come and talk to me. Tell me what you want to tell me.
Just float me like a man who's floated this
Well, it
possibility.
was quite simple. I was just going to come in and give you some direction.
Oh, okay, great.
And it was, although you're with one camera and you're working on the speaking with Rob,
Right.
on the other camera you were completely off.
Right.
So you just heard a voice coming out of nowhere. And it was just kind of interesting. So what I was going to try and do was get you more into this camera.
Well, I just had him on. That's all I had was him. So I think in that sense it kind of worked.
And that's why I left it alone. That's why I left you alone.
That was a directorial decision, right?
And you have to see like a director or producer behind the camera, just Barney, just gotta get in there, and they gotta give that note, and they can't get it. That's just what I went through. So it was awesome. It was awesome.
Is that?
I want to do this for a living. I want to be an actor, producer, director, writer, stage director. So it's all gonna happen. Are you going to come in and you're going to sing with these crazy clowns?
Yeah, which one are we going to do? I'm really enjoying being off camera, to tell you the truth. It's such a great relief. But yeah, I'll come back on. For me, it's like going to the dentist.
You just want to let these guys play this.
What songs do you guys want to do? Did you pick it?
Love me like a man?
Oh, okay. All right, we'll do that.
You need to bring
I haven't looked at that lyric in a long time.
A little bit.
All right, I'll give you this thing, and then let me pull the lyric up. Yeah, I'll do that, and then we'll go out for the set, I think. Is that cool, Tom?
That's cool.
And we'll come back later for the late set?
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
I think that...
Did we do... Oh, we didn't do this. Oh, for the next set with your song, then. Maybe we'll do the rest of your songs in the late set?
Oh, but if you can't incorporate this into the late set, we'll...
Oh, I can. I can do anything. Absolutely.
All right, okay. All right, so why don't you come in?
Okay, I'm going to
do this with these guys.
I'm going to hand this off to you. But I'm going to have to pull the freaking lyrics up because I wasn't thinking about doing this. So
okay,
if you grab the camera. Okay. What's on this camera? I'm coming. I don't know if you can just watch me.
Ellen's going to sing it.
Oh, is she going like that?
Yes.
I don't think she knows the words.
She does. She knows the words. I can tell.
Oh, brother.
I have this
Sweet,
vibe.
sweet Jane.
Actually, a set of vibes just rolled in.
Sweet, sweet Jane.
Yeah.
I don't know Sweet Jane.
You gotta learn that.
All I know is I forgot about
This is
Laura
this
and
kind
her
of-
like magical ears.
Yeah. That's
Here we go.
Robert's favorite
Hey,
song.
Laura.
All right, I'm gonna learn it. I'll learn it for next week. Blues. This is a laid back version of this. These men that I've been seeing got their souls up on the shelf. You know they'll never love me when they can't even love themselves. And I need someone to love me, someone who really understands. It's so funny to think about it. Or it might have been Blender Blues that was banned. I'm not sure which one. So we want to wrap up the segment. Tom, you want to? I can't bring you in to wrap it up because you're doing everything. You're the Wizard of Oz.
Can you sing this one?
I used to sing it. I'm not allowed to sing it anymore.
All right, here. I'm going to.
All right, so yeah, you ready? You ready to take a break?
I don't think can you? I don't know if you're in it. Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what you're doing, huh? Yeah. I'm just blonde. I don't know.
Okay, well,
I'm just along for the ride.
You used to be a redhead.
That's true. I love being a redhead.
But now, but it makes more sense for you to be a blonde.
It just does. What can you say? I was watching, speaking of blondes, I was watching Loretta Swit. Remember the actress? Yeah. She's wonderful. In SOB. Did you ever see that movie?
Oh,
it's so great. It's Blake Edwards. It really is freaking fabulous. That's all I want to say. So right now I'm pretending I'm Loretta Swit on the stretcher in SOB with like all of her limbs are broken. And she's screaming outside the studio door. But except I'm taking a nap instead.
Okay,
so tell us what we're going to do.
All right, well, we'll go on break. We'll come back with our late night set. Rob, thank you for sitting in with us.
So it won't be quite as late because we're going to do like a 9 o'clock thing, right?
Yeah.
And we love being here with Rob.
Behind the camera.
Mark Kaye is coming on with World Class Jazz Salon, right, with great players.
He will be here.
And there's live music here every single night. It's also a wonderful place for weddings and rehearsal dinners and all kinds of fabulous parties. Most of the time when we're here, people are booking parties or people are having parties. Oh, and the outdoors is about to open up, and we hope we're going to be shooting outdoors next week. And we're really looking forward to that. So don't worry about it. You can't capture it right now.
Well,
you know.
All right, so let's do this, and we're going to come back for the late night. That's awesome.
Right.
Got things covered here, and yeah, all good. How you feeling? You okay?
I'm okay. I'm ready to have a glass of wine.
All right. We're going to have a pitcher of wine, and we'll be back a little
Rob,
later.
thanks for having us. We really appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Rob.
Thanks, Rob.
Rob.
We'll be back in a while.
Thanks. And by the way, before we go, let's bring Laura, and we want to let everybody know that her son,
come here.
her son just hit a home run.
Oh, home run.
A home run.
Really?
Against,
Oh, wait.
Yeah, but he hit it 3 players, so 4 runs.
Wow.
That's
Correct, yeah.
That's a grand slam home run.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so he hit it right center.
Yep.
Wow.
That's
Nice.
my boy.
Okay.
Nice.
That's our boy.
My boy. My boy. Talking about my
Nice.
boy.
Very nice. I love it.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Rob. Thanks, Elle.
Tom, thanks for doing the heavy
Thank
lifting
you.
today. I'm looking forward to continuing to do that.
But we do, yes, okay, all right.
Thank you.
We'll see all you guys later on. Thank you. Come back and join us for the late night set.
Great.
There you go. Nice.
I think we got it. I think we're still in Periscope, right?
I don't know how to turn it off. How do you turn it off?
I was gonna say, you ready for a drinking?
I don't know how to turn this one
You having
off.
a cider?
It's the same thing. Go down, go like this. It'll come up. Swipe down.
And this right